Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Valkyria Chronicles 2. So, last time, we narrowly pushed back the rebels from the school, and to be perfectly honest, I don't know if we won. We just survived, really. So I'm kind of curious to see where we go from this point. It seems like the rebels have kind of taken over everything. They took over the capital and large portions of Gallia, so I'm not exactly sure how we plan on fighting back here. So we've got two skits, one at the head office here.
A question?
Did you need something, Yvonne? Oh no, I just heard someone in here. Ah, yes, I was sorting through the headmaster's things here. He's got a ton of books. Were these all his? Yes, most of them are military treatises. He was the consummate soldier. His transcendent eye for strategy earned him a name amidst core army leadership. In his own way, he was a soldier desperate to keep his homeland safe. I cannot agree with his methods. I never will. But the spirit that motivated them, that is something we all share.
Yo!
I like our methods. Let's show the world they're enough, eh?
I see.
That is certainly my intent, Yvonne. Alright, so I guess kind of picking up the pieces here, really. Ah, yes. This large echoey hallway is excellent for my evil laughter. Also, I'm blowing out the microphone slightly.
At last, Gallia belongs to House Gossenarl. Well played, Father.
But the revolution is far from over. Any celebration before the last Darkson is purged is premature.
Congratulations, sir. You look the very image of a king upon that throne.
Ambassador Townsend, I've been awaiting you. How go the negotiations?
Quite smoothly. You'll sit upon the Federation Council before long, sir. Though I must insist the Darkson purges end. No public support, sir.
Federation Council? End the purges? Father, what's all this about?
Keeping Gallia alive. Clinging to independence will drive it to collapse. Now's the time to join the Federation and build our arsenal under their aegis.
Was all your talk of revolution a lie, then?
Father, I cannot believe you.
Father, please. I beg you to reconsider.
I won't. Old thinking like yours is likely to leave Gallia in ashes.
Leave Gallia in ashes? You propose to dissolve it entirely, to feed it to the Federation whole. And you would call that keeping Gallia alive? Ridiculous!
You fool! Have you been ambling about blind these last years? Does the sight of a nation ground down by the giants at its borders escape you? Gallia does not need a champion to fight for it. What it needs now is political power.
I see. If that is your belief.
Oh!
Well, have you lost your mind?
Actually, I have just gained it back, Father.
My eyes are wide open, Father.
Excellent.
I've seen Gallia sullied by Darkson filth and slavering foreign curs. And I will see Gallia restored to purity and strength. The means are ours. We hold the flames of the Valkyria. But I see no use for those who would cast their pride as Gallians to the gutter! You thought to use my father to drive Gallia into confusion. To weaken it to the point where federal annexation would seem a mercy. Well, I am not my father. And the Federation will not have Gallia. Your life is mine. I trust you'll make it worth keeping by cooperating.
Baldrin! What?
Surely you understand, Audrey. We are the only ones who can build a Gallia forged in the Valkyrian flame. The Valkyrie have seen fit to bestow that flame upon me. Join me, my sister.
Very well. As ever, I will fight for sacred Gallia. It cost me a father, but I will continue this righteous war.
You are a credit to the Gossenarl name. Count Gilbert was just murdered by agents of the Gallian army!
Oh, goodness!
Full control of the revolutionary army falls now to me in his stead. True-blooded Gallians, gather now under the Gossenarl standard. The flames of revolution shall burn away the impure and leave Gallia reborn!
Yeah, definitely didn't get to this part last time. Interesting. I like it. I like it a lot. Baldrin, I've heard word from the troops in Nagyar. They've engaged the North Branch of the Gallian army in a full-scale combat. The army is strong in the north. A prolonged engagement will... I'm sending the V2s in.
What?
The man-made Valkyrie?
Why?
But for such a sustained use, the energy cost would be astronomical. Calm yourself. Townshend secure us a supply from the Federation. I would have you head to the Roendal Canyon in the south, Audrey. Secure the supply line coming in from the border. I ought to have expected no less, Baldrin. I'll depart immediately. Leave Roendal to me. I'm surprised she flipped so easily on her father, you know, being dead. She's like, well, I guess it cost me a father, but, you know, whatever.
Hey, ooh, any interest in these?
Immunization. Raise one ally's resistance to status ailments. That's an expensive experience-wise. Not to mention, it's 3 CP. Once again, it's something where I feel like it would only be useful in extremely specific circumstances. If you know what I mean.
Oops, looks like I'm fresh out.
Did I buy that one, or was there none? I don't know. The Feast of All Spirits. A tradition dating back to the Middle Ages that takes place on a full moon in August each year. Spirits are said to express their love on this day, and a custom of exchanging gifts with loved ones has grown around this. It is one of Gallia's natural holidays, or national even. Recently, it's become common for young men and women to express their feelings of affection on this day. It also is considered an opportunity to make peace with enemies. Stores fill with gifts at this time of year, and are always crowded with shoppers. The airship Perkunas, a rebel military airship. It has a length of 230 meters and 8 bomb bays for high-altitude bombing runs. It was constructed by the Federation, which also supplied its helium. It's fitted with a ram for attacking buildings, because why don't you want your airship to ram things? That sounds like an amazing idea. And other airships. The rebels have also added deployment and supply devices for artificial Valkyrie, allowing them to deploy V2 troops from the air and assault on enemy bases. Max speed 100 kilometers per hour, cruising 80 kilometers per hour, max payload 40 200 kilogram bombs. And the Dawes Desert. A wasteland in southern Gallia. It's one of the areas said to have been made barren in the Darkson Calamity. The Barious Desert in eastern Gallia is another well-known example of this terrain. The Dawes Desert is a rocky land with scarce water sources. There's a vast gap between day and night temperatures. The remains of a city said to have been destroyed by the Darksons lie in the desert. Those ruins are better preserved than those at Barious, and archaeological survey results are eagerly awaited. Lottie Insider. Who will win Miss Landseal? The Summer Feast Committee announced the nominees for the Miss Landseal contest on the 7th. Final judgment will be made on stage at the feast. The nominees are Katrina? Yeah, Katrina K, Class C, Anna Klein, Class F, and Colleen Celsius, Class G. Juliana Everhart was also a candidate. Okay, so this happened before she died. But she refused to take part in the swimsuit section and in the end was passed over. Many students who looked forward to her appearance were devastated. Juliana, why are you letting us all down? And mess hall menu items removed. The mess hall announced on the 8th that due to shortages of sugar, meat and fish, the following meals would be taken off the menu. Pork cutlets, grilled meat, meatballs, salmon marinade, and all cakes and waffles. Upon hearing this news, Student Z was clearly distressed, exclaiming, "How could they take cutlets off the menu? With the Civil War causing food shortages across Gallia, no one knows when these meals will return." Poor Student Z had tears in his eyes. And the Gallia Times, 1 year of rebellion. It's now almost a year since the rebels took up arms, with the Garcinals revolting against the government and anti-Darkson sentiment spreading like wildfire. Rebels now control much of southern Gallia, and there is no end to their conflict in sight. However, the rebels are far from a rock-solid organization. The Garcinals serve to unify them, with their elite units the only cohesive fighting force. Other rebels are more disorderly and likely to drop out of fighting if the stalemate continues. And extra rebels capture Rongres. On August 31st, the rebels launched an unexpected assault on Rongres. The capital was captured, and rebels declared the establishment of a provisional government. All capital functions have ceased. The fate of Archduchess Cordelia is unknown. So yeah, it seems pretty bad, I gotta say. And I don't really know, what we're planning on doing, but I guess we'll see at the end of the month.
Good, you're here.
Actually, we want to save that experience. Let's see, though. We can turn Helmet, like I said, into a sniper. We're going to do that. I don't know if I said this. I might have looked at this without showing you guys, but Helmet's going to be our new sniper now. It's going to be very useful. That means I can actually change Yvonne to be not a sniper if I want, which I probably will do. Nahum can be a gunner, unsurprisingly. It's like everyone has the ability to be a gunner because I don't know, I keep pushing them into missions that make gunners easier for them to get. So anyway, we can change Yvonne now. Now, he could be a shock trooper, and additionally, he could also be a trooper veteran. We could actually make him a commando, which would be pretty legit. Like, he would be very powerful. Let's see. He could be a Lancer or a Mortarer. Also a Lancer Elite, which would be kind of cool as well, though I don't care as much for a Lancer Elite as I would for a Commando. Let's see, he could be an Engineer Elite, or not quite a Medic. He could be a Melodist. I don't know why I'd want a Melodist, but he could be. He could also be a Fencer, interestingly enough. So I'm kind of torn here, to be perfectly honest. A Fencer would be really cool because I don't have any. And, you know, I would actually use him. So I might have some fun with armored techs a little bit. Oh, he could be an anti-tank sniper too. Oh, man. But that commando does seem kind of useful, you know? I think, though, we're going to go with a fencer. Because I kind of do want to play with fencers, and I don't think getting my armored tech up to fencers is going to be an easy task. So, armored tech first. Get yourself your little shield, Yvonne. Alright. Well, they can place landmines if they're a tech veteran. I forget. I don't think... Do the fencers get shields? I guess we're going to find out in a second. No, they do. He can also be a fencer elite. Wields a great sword that can fell regular soldiers in one slash. Also physically better than fencers. He could not quite be a mauler. Armed with a maul that can take out even tanks with a single blow. I think maybe that's what I got hit with before that blew up my tank in one shot. That's an interesting unit. Let's, I'm gonna use up all my credits. Now I've got plenty to switch back. I don't know if switching between classes reuses credits if you've already unlocked that class. But I should have enough to switch back, even after switching Tech Veteran. I just want to see where else that goes. Alright. Yeah, so I can still switch back. I think Star means I've already gotten it, which maybe means I don't have to pay for it again. Tech Elite. Can place large mines that are effective against vehicles. Okay. Or Special Tech. Carries flash grenades that can suppress enemy interception fire encounters. Fencer Elite sounds cooler. Oh man, look at that. He's got an arm thing. So he's a Fencer Elite now. His AP is better than a Fencer. It's actually slightly worse than an Armor Tech. Which means he's not going to have a lot of movement, unfortunately. However, his defense is really good, and his HP is really good. So, like, he won't die. And that's kind of neat. So we're going to keep Yvonne as our Fencer Elite. Which means I actually need to start upgrading that class to make him better. But we've got Helmet as our Sniper, so that's cool. Really do want a Scout Veteran, though. You know, somebody with that super AP would be beautiful. Just needs March X to get to that, and then some more stuff to get beyond. Anyway, I spent quite a while there. Let's get him up to level 2.
You've done well, man. That's another level.
We'll get it back on our next mission. So, that's going to be an interesting class to play as. I've never really experienced it much, so we're going to have to play around with it for a bit.
What's it?
New development tier.
Yo.
Level 3, starting in September. Guns, shoot. Alright,
Welcome to R&D, kid. Make yourself at home.
so let's see what we've got. How many tank bodies I want, maybe? Right now we're medium tank. Cannot make that yet. Any turrets? What are we right now? I think we're utility, if I'm not mistaken. No, we were artillery, but I'm going to go back to utility, because not having an actual gun kind of sucks. Yeah, that's a good chunk more damage. It's better that way. Could go better artillery. Yeah, sure, let's throw some money into that. Maybe we'll get a mortar that actually gets an actual gun in it at some point. That'd be fun. Oh yeah, flamethrower turret I heard is apparently pretty good at getting rid of Dirk as well. You know, you got a lot of defense. Or at least enough if you tag team with a engineer. And then flamethrower turret will do a lot to damage to V2s and to Dirk apparently. From what I've heard. Let's see. Nothing else. Wait, hold on. Yeah, sprinkler unit. We want that. That's for the Dawes Desert. Front armor. Side armor. Full armor. Some crazy armors down there. Small cargo for APC. Extra fuel tank. Alright, let's start, oh. We have a great sword, right? Yeah, so we might want to upgrade that. Percival 1. Some hand grenades. Always good for any class, really. Some blast suits. This is mostly for Yvonne at this point. I want him to be the best unit he can be. I guess the swords don't really matter because I'm not using it right now. But I guess we'll go ahead and upgrade that too. Ooh, fancy. We'll stop there. Don't need wrenches, really. Pistols. Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, that's the weird one. So more personnel, more shots. That's just like better. We'll give that to yeah. We will give that one Cosette here. So that's gonna make her do more damage and have more shots. She's just gonna be a better unit, basically. Field suit, that'll help a lot of people here. Ooh, hold on. Combat suit. I'm sure this is dreadfully exciting. Let me try to speed it up a bit. That one's pretty much better in every way. Don't have the materials. Submachine guns. Slightly less V armor, slightly, ever so slightly more V personnel, but it also, when you hit people, it makes their attacks do less damage. That could be reasonably useful, however, I think you've got to have, yeah, I don't have the materials and I'd have to make it for everyone. Rifles. Got better rifles we can make. Alright, let's see. More damage, more armor, more accuracy, more shots, basically better in every way. Oh, we want to get that. We want to get that so bad. Going from the typical 5 shots to 7 shots is amazing for the scouts. They do a lot more damage, really. More personnel, less armor, more accuracy. Yeah, we'll make one of those. I don't ever really hit tanks with it anyway. So that'll be for helmet. Guess it'd be different if I had an anti-tank unit. Anti-tank rifle, but they might actually have special anti-tank sniper rifles instead. Alright. So on to mission time.
Ah, Avon. How can I help you today?
There weren't any these. No. Paid mission. No? Alright. 3 missions here. I don't see exactly what we're doing anyway, because it's just like... We're just... I don't know. Like, we're on the losing battle here. I don't know what we're doing. Anyway. I'm gonna get to fighting. I'll let you guys know how the units are. Maybe show you if anything really interesting happens. But other than that, yeah. See you guys in a bit. Hold the defensive line in Area 5. That's a little bit different. They've never made it so you had to hold an area. It was more like hold a base. That's actually kind of interesting. In fact, we don't have a base camp here. So... we've got to hold this area and apparently prevent enemies from rushing in. This is our base camp, is in the stupid area over here. It's very interesting. I think Yvonne might be well suited for the task then.
Let's go!
Look at Yvonne here. Look, he's got a giant sword!
At this rate, I can't move forward.
He's so cool. That's so like that sword is bigger than him. But as far as I know, this should be the last unit, unless there's somebody else who's hiding.
What?
No, okay, that works.
Target silenced.
So they do keep spawning in people from not bases, but if you kill them all, you do win.
All right! We got the target!
It should be an A rank then, right? Yeah. Some good stuff. Maybe some of our units got something out of that they needed. I don't know. Job well done, everyone. That one was kind of fun. I honestly do not think I've gotten this far in the game because I don't remember the defensive line thing.
Here is today's news.
But that was kind of a fun one. It was, you know, it felt different. Let's see, music room. Today you'll be listening to a selection from the Azure Spear Suite. That isn't a title I recognize. Is it a well-known song here? It was composed to evoke themes from the legends of the War of the Valkyrie.
Yeah, for sure.
The guy who wrote it was pretty famous. I don't think I've ever heard it all, though. It puts me to sleep. It's a gentle song, with a focus on strings. But yes, it is one of the more famous pieces of Gallian classical music. Then I look forward to hearing it. Are you big into music, Helmet? I don't dislike it. I find it calming.
I agree.
As do I. Listening to music while petting my darlings is just heaven. Yeah, I think I'm happiest when I'm eating sweets. Then we shall have to break for tea after class, Oh yay, I'm there. Completely unrelated to the calamity at hand, though then again, I guess you wouldn't want to focus on it, you know, considering how bad the situation is.